The teams will start preparing for CHAN as soon as we have had the discussion with the technical team and organized ourselves in-house. I'm targeting a very short period in terms of this decision-making process. Ideally, for accountability purposes, let me not give you a certain number of days, but it will be very quick. We need to consult a little bit more within the team. Again, like I mentioned, I only got this news last night. We have to, the most important thing first was to address Kenyans and explain that it is true that the coach of the national team decided to terminate, to exit the contract, and that we have to find a solution now moving forward. And that's why this gathering was important, or rather this press conference was important, to avoid any speculation. I know we are coming from a very difficult background and history, and uncertainty can create a lot of anxiety, and that is what I want to avoid. You know very well the preparations of the stadiums is going on. We want to put up a good show at CHAN, at AFCON, and that involves preparing the team adequately. So I promised you guys during the entire campaign that I'll be as transparent as possible. We will be accountable to you, and this is what we are doing. We are not going to hide anything from the general public. We want a different system of governance at the Federation, and this is the first step. I was hoping that my first media event would have been a more pleasant one, and something that would have been a little bit more about our manifesto and about our progressive implementation of the progressive implementation of our programs. But unfortunately, we're in the deep end right now. We have to roll with the punches, and this is it. We asked for the job, and we're here to fix it. Let me give you the assurance that within the shortest time possible, we'll have a way forward. Through the Office of the General Secretary, Football Kenya Federation, FKF, is in receipt of the communication from National Team Coach, Engin Firat. The first over notice of termination is contract entered in November 2021. The matter has since been forwarded to the new FKF executive for review and deliberation. As you're all aware, Kenya, together with our two neighbors, Uganda and Tanzania, will be hosting the African Nations Championship, CHAN, in February 2025. And as a federation, we need to move with speed to put a team in place and start early preparations. Notwithstanding, with the notice from, I think there's a typo in this from Firat, we need to, sorry, you'll excuse the typo in the statement. FKF wishes to move with speed to address the matter at hand, and with due course, we will provide direction on the same after internal consultations. Firat initially entered a 2-month contract with the FKF in September of 2021. Later, sorry, I'll say that again. Firat initially entered a 2-month contract with FKF in September of 2021 that later earned 4 years and 2 months extension until January of 2026. Part of this, of his deliverables included qualifying for Kenya for the 34th edition of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, as well as the 35th edition of AFCON 2025, which could have earned him a further 2 years contract extension. I'd like to point out that the national coach terminated his contract through a notice that was issued this week, at the beginning of this week. And it was important for us to convene the media to inform all Kenyans that as we speak today, he opted to terminate his contract with the Federation, and that we will be looking at alternatives, or we'll be looking at a way forward once we have internal consultations with the technical team, with the NEC members, and with the secretariat here at the Federation. For us, this is an important step in informing the general public. As I mentioned earlier, we ran our campaign on a platform of transparency, integrity, and accountability. So we are here today to inform you that as we speak, the national coach I think the decision for me, if you were to ask me, it will be purely on merit, whether local or foreign. The person has to have the credentials, and I think it will be performance based as well. So whether the coach will be local or foreign, that will be a determination of the team that will be set up to undertake this process of acquisition. So let's see how it turns out.